welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona's stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arizona's offense takes the field. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before, calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste. This rivalry goes back to before Arizona was an official state. Just think about how deep and how old this rivalry is.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Day. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Zona Zoo had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Forced out of the pocket. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. He caught it. On the defense, shoves him out of bounds at the 2.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sun Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Cantrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Sun Devils have a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
On third down, going up top. Setting up the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling him 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And now on second down for this offense. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Arizona comes out with another first down.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. When you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling.
Intercepted. looking for more room. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They'll try to pop the draw. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Wildcats are on the move. The give to the tailback. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Arizona has it in the red zone. Feeling some heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So an 82-yard drive there. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner is stopped. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on?
Nothing but green ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Snares it outside. It's Russo. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him somewhere.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. Looking to the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
The expressway is wide open. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to get to him. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a debt.
Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes one man miss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Getting some heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Sun Devils looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Cantrell. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Using his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. A little screen to the running back. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Day. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wants to throw on first down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Finds his man. It's Cantrell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll... And that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Day. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Day. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Sims. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught behind the line. It's Sims. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Dave. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working the middle. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on... Just a little bit short.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The Wildcats are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
That is no good. Always want to pile on those points when we can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that with Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
Combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. You know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Russo. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.